Hello students, now we will discuss about Coelenterata or Cnidarians. In this phylum, we will discuss about Hydra, Adamsia, Aurelia or jellyfishes, Obelia, etc. type of organisms and their characteristic features. So, Cnidaria, also called as Coelenterata. These organisms are completely aquatic organisms and they are multicellular in nature and they show tissue level of organization. So, Cnidarians are aquatic, multicellular. They are considered as carnivores. And they show or they exhibit tissue level of organization. These organisms, they exhibit a radial symmetry and mostly are marine. Mostly Cnidarians are marine. There is one exception, that is about Hydra. Except Hydra. Hydra is considered as freshwater Cnidarian. Freshwater form. Cnidarians are, means they exhibit a radial type of symmetry. Cnidarians basically are sessile forms, but there are some types of free swimming forms also. Sessile means the organisms that does not move from their original place. Cnidarians are of sessile and free living forms. Under sessile, we can write some of the examples like Hydra and Adamsia. Under free living forms, we can write jellyfishes. We use to call them as Aurelia also. So here example, Hydra and Adamsia. In this animal kingdom chapter, organisms names, their common names and their scientific names, both are important. Here example is Aurelia. We used to call as jellyfishes. Next, Cnidarians have blind sac body plan. In the sense, they do not have complete digestive system. Only one entry, means mouth, is there for both inlet of food and exit of waste material from the body. Cnidarians show blind sac body plan. This is also called as gastrovascular cavity or coelenteron. Also called as coelenteron or gastrovascular cavity. Blind sac body plan is also called as coelenteron. So the organisms are called as coelenterates. So organisms are termed as coelenterates. Now, there is only one opening for intake of food and for excretion also. So the digestive system is called as incomplete digestive system. these cnidarians have a special type of structures called as cnidoblasts. Cnidarians have special structures called cnidoblasts. These cnidoblasts are also termed as cnidocytes. So these organisms are also called as cnidarians. So how these cnidoblasts look like, where it is present? These are present in the tentacles. Next, here will be one nucleus and here will be one. This structure is called as lasso, and this is nothing but nucleus. This is nematocyst. This nematocyst is also called as stinging capsule. So, this lasso holds firmly the nematocyst to the total cnidoblast or to the organism. So, what is use of these cnidoblasts? Cnidoblasts are used for anchorage, defense, and capture of prey. This is also termed as capturing of prey, also termed as offense. When we take Hydra as an example, Hydra means it holds its base to the substratum. This will be the complete body, and here will be the coelenteron. This is termed as mouth, labeled as mouth. Here will be the oral tip, which is called as hypostome. Mouth is located on the hypostome. Hypostome. It is considered as oral tip. So, this mouth is surrounded by the tentacles. And simultaneously, hypostome is also surrounded by tentacles. These are labeled as tentacles. Next. Digestion is intracellular and also extracellular in nature. Digestion is both intracellular and extracellular. Body has skeletal system that is composed of calcium carbonate. Cnidarian's body is composed of, or cnidarian's body has skeletal system composed of calcium carbonate. Example we can take under cnidarians as corals. Cnidarians basically are of two body forms. Cnidarians have two basic body forms. One is polyp form. Second one, Medusa form. Under polyp form, we can tell it is sessile form, and Its opening is towards the upper side. These polyps are sessile, means they do not move, and body is cylindrical in shape. Cylindrical body shape. These are solitary or colonial, both in nature. Means they can live in single organism in one place, or they will live in colonial in form. Solitary or colonial. Mouth is directed towards upside, like that of Hydra. Mouth is directed upwards. We can take examples like Hydra and Adamsia. So these both are exhibiting. Hydra is also exhibiting polyp form, we can write. Next one about Medusa. So Medusa body is umbrella shaped. These are not sessile, these are free living. Body is umbrella shaped, and these forms are free living forms. Next, they are always solitary in nature. These are always solitary. And mouth is directed towards, means the bottom side or downwards. Mouth is directed downwards. So here we can say, like it is looking like that of Hydra. Here will be the mouth and hypostome surrounded by tentacles. So mouth is towards upside. But here it is, we are telling, it is umbrella shaped. So we can frame out the body shape like this. So this will be the mouth. So as we have said that, here the mouth is directed towards downwards. Examples here are Aurelia or jellyfish. Aurelia, which we also call as jellyfish. Nervous system is of diffused type. The nervous cell in case of Hydra is called as non-polar neuron, diffused type, and consists of non-polar neuron. This, because of the presence of non-polar neuron, the complete nervous system is appeared in a network-like. So nervous system is a network-like arrangement. What is meant by non-polar neuron? There is no specific arrangement of, axon and the dendrites in the neuron. Nerve impulse is transmitted or passed in all the directions. Non-polar neuron means no specific arrangement of axon and dendrites. Nerve impulse is transmitted in all the directions. Next, reproduction is asexually by the process of budding, and sexual process is by the formation of gametes. Reproduction asexually is by budding, and sexually by formation of gametes. Obelia that exhibits both polyp and medusa forms. Obelia has both polyp and Medusa forms. So we can say that Obelia exhibits alternation of generations in its lifetime. It exhibits alternation of generations in its lifetime. So this alternation of generations is also termed as metagenesis. It is also termed as metagenesis. So here we have written it exhibits alternation of generations. Means sometimes polyp is converted into Medusa and Medusa form is converted into polyp. How this happens? This alternation of generations, it is done like its polyp form asexually reproduces and gets converted into Medusa. Asexually reproduce to give Medusa form, and Medusa form sexually reproduces and gets converted into polyp form. Medusa form sexually reproduces to form polyp. Development is indirect with larval forms. Indirect development means having larval forms in the life cycle. What are the types of larva? So we can take planula larva. It is seen in case of Obelia. Free living seen in Obelia. Other type of larva is Ephira. Ephira larva, it is seen in Aurelia or jellyfishes. There are some examples that has to be known in this Coelenterata. So examples are very important. Sometimes they used to give the list of examples with common names and zoological names, so that we must be able to match them. So in this animal kingdom chapter, examples, their scientific names and their common names are at most important, and such type of points like either development is direct or indirect, digestion is intracellular or extracellular, such types of points are very, very important in this. So first one, Hydra. Hydra is also termed as polyp form. Polyp form. In this case of Hydra, Medusa form is absent. Medusa form is absent. Hydra is freshwater cnidarian. Second example, Physalia, which is also called as Portuguese man of war. Portuguese man of war. Next example is Pennatula, which is also called as sea pen. Next one is Gorgonia, which is also called as sea fan. Gorgonia, which is also called as sea fan. Next, another example is Meandrina, which is also called as brain coral. Meandrina, which is also called as brain coral. Other important example is there that we can consider under important MCQ also, that is Adamsia. So Adamsia is also called as sea anemone. There is one MCQ regarding this Adamsia, that is they show commensalism with hermit crabs. They show commensalism with hermit crabs. So these are few points regarding the cnidarians and Coelenterata.